Hey guys, Doug the Michigan Piper coming to you from the Pipe Rest, and thought I'd do a little thought tonight. Got the house to myself tonight, just me and the dogs, and something's been kind of going through my mind a little bit. Is grace, and grace specifically in relation to the YTPC. I've been thinking about drama, and before I get to that, I probably should say I am smoking in my Dr. Grabo. Oh, you said Savoy. No, Dr. Grabo full vent, which is pretty much the same thing as Savoy, just came out a different time. And I'm smoking some Distinguished Gentleman tonight. No, I struggle with my thoughts, so it's going to come out in the video, I'm sure. But I think sometimes guys don't know how to, and gals don't know how to respond, and when they want to respond, when somebody says something on the YTPC that they deem, at minimum, they disagree with it, maximum, that it's outrageous. And, you want to, this group is a very loose-knit group, tight-knit as far as how close people are, but loose-knit as far as the requirements, right? And I think sometimes, and I'm not saying there's any drama going on right now, whether there is or not, I don't know. But I think sometimes people kick off with comments or whatnot, and it's kind of unwarranted. I know that people have said stuff before that it's like, that's just wrong, for me to watch it, and it's like, no, that's just wrong. And I've gone to do a response to it, and I decided not to. And I think that the reason why I didn't was because there needs to be some semblance of grace in our responses. And what I mean by that is we all have bad days, right? And we all say stuff we shouldn't say. And maybe somebody does get on here and say something that hits you wrong. And you can always get on and say your 2 cents. But, you don't have to go after the other guy. You know what I mean? And we don't have it. There's hardly any of that in the YTPC. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to make it sound like there's drama. There'll always be a little bit of drama because we're all human, right? But I think by having that grace to say, you know what, I'm going to give them this one. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that if somebody gets on here on YouTube and says something that's dangerous or defaming of someone in a large way, needs to be addressed, right? But I think that some people, there's all kinds in the YTPC. And I think that some people think it's their duty to set people straight, Well, I've got this many subs, and I am a YouTube staple. And, I'm going to get on there and tell people what they should do. And I don't care if you got 100,000 subs in the YTPC. You should never tell somebody what they should do. I'm not sitting on here saying that you have to have grace. you know, and if you don't agree with something somebody says, if you don't agree with what I say, you can always hit the back button or the X or whatever button you have to hit to get me to stop talking. You know, it's kind of funny because when people usually have something horrible to say, you know, they watch this person, they keep watching this person. That's what cracks me up. So, and that's not just YTPC, I'm talking in general now, but as far as the YTPC goes, you guys, if you're wondering if it ever hits you, it's like, man, how do I deal with that? How do I deal with this person saying this or whatnot? Just give it some grace. I'll be honest with you. When I hear that there's drama in the YTPC, and again, it doesn't happen all the time. If you're new to the YTPC, don't let that scare you. It doesn't happen all the time. But when I hear that there's drama in the YTPC, my first reaction is usually to chuckle. Because I'm thinking to myself, how is there drama in something where people can turn the video off? How is there drama in something where people have no skin in the game? You know, I don't know, it just cracks me up because, you know, people said stuff I've disagreed with before, but good Lord, we live in a free speech country, right? I mean, we have freedom of speech. It's there so that you can say what you want and not have to worry about, you know, people coming back on you. I mean, that's the society we live in. You don't like it, go live in China. I mean, I don't know. It just cracks me up when people are, you know, they get so wound up over what people say. You know, I've had people make some sideways comments on my videos, and it's rare. Every once in a while, somebody will say something, and you know what I do? I move on. Okay, it's your opinion. You know, good for you. I watch a guy on YouTube. It's ASP. It's ASP. I'll put it here at the bottom of the screen. But active self-protection, I think. You know, he was talking about, you know, even if you're carrying a gun and somebody comes up and starts beef with you, you know, and cussing at you, you know, he was like, F you, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, F me. You know, you don't have to have this huge bravado because you have a gun on you, right? The key is de-escalation. Let the guy say what he's going to say and move on, versus, well, I got a gun and well, there's no need to pull that gun out. The guy's just being a jerk. Let him be a jerk and move on. So just my 2 cents, you guys. And I will tell you that I'm not always the best at it. I'm not always, it's, for me, the YTPC or the YouTube is easier for me to deal with some of this stuff because I can't instantaneously react. You know what I mean by that is, if you guys heard what I said to some of these videos, it might be bad. Because I definitely give my opinion out loud, or maybe to my wife or whatever, but it never makes it into my videos because I've had time to think about it, which is why the pipe is nice, right? I've had time to think about it and clean it up. And one of the guys the other day cracked me up, one of the guys in my department, because somebody's giving him a hard time, and he looked at him and he goes, you know, he said, I had a response for you, but by the time I cleaned it up, there was nothing left. And it was such a disarming statement. I mean, it was all in jest anyway, but it's such a disarming statement. It just cracked me up. It was like, that's class right there. That's absolute class right there. So, guys, that's it. I just wanted to, you know, it's been kind of on my mind, and every once in a while that stuff pops up, and just to have a little bit of grace, you know, just let guys, if they want to speak their mind, and if they do it on a regular basis, you don't like it, don't subscribe. Don't click on those videos. You know what I mean? It's like the YTPC has guys across the spectrum of what you'd find, and so just let them be, let them say what they want to say, and move on. I mean, if you're attacked, maybe it's a different story, but even at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so you're attacked. Some dude did a video and posted it because he didn't like you and said some bad things about you. Okay, shut the phone off and go mow the lawn. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna stop babbling. I'm gonna keep rambling on it, but just some thoughts that were going through my head. So, you guys, I'm gonna get this relit so it stays lit. I hope you're all doing well. Until next time, you take care.